Well, it's that time again. Welcome back, MechWarrior. It's time for some more Legend of the Kestrel. Wait, why am I walking up here? We could just go right here. Time for some more Legend of the Kestrel Lancers. Let's go ahead and accelerate the time. You know, we don't have any new mechs or anything, so let's just hit the button. Go over here. It has been... Okay, so we have accelerated to the next mission. Time to get our mission briefing. Sarna Part 2, Captain Damu says, Commander, I've reviewed your message from Marshal Davion. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be completely honest, the Fusiliers are in no shape to help you out. Most of our unit died when McCarron's armored cavalry ambushed us. We've barely kept ourselves alive this past month by salvaging remains as we find them. We aren't in any shape to help out in a straight-up fight, let alone track down an enemy spy network on a hostile world. But not everything is hopeless. You see, we still believe that there may be at least one other pocket of Fusiliers out there, the ones that are said to have attacked the ComStar HPG. We've been hoping that they would respond to our SOS, but with all this damn long-range comms jamming, it's next to impossible to get the signal out. I'm actually amazed that you were able to pick it up, probably because your dropship communications gear is much more powerful than the average mechs. That gives me an idea. If I can give you a the transponder codes our mechs and vehicles use in the field, you should be able to track down those responsible for the HPG attack by using the sensors on your Leopard. I don't know what got in their heads to be dumb enough to attack one of ComStar's HPGs, but if they're still alive, we all stand a much better chance of surviving this if we all work together. Safety in numbers and all that. If you help us out here, I promise that we'll do our best to support you in completing your mission. I wouldn't worry about those codebooks going anywhere. With the system's HPG down and all commercial dropships grounded, they wouldn't be able to get those codes off-world even if they wanted to. Well, I guess that buys us a little bit of time. So, Sarna Part 2, Captain Damu says, this is odd. Your scanners are showing that the Fusilier remnants that attacked the ComStar HPG are still hiding amongst the ruins of the facility. I didn't want to believe that they would do something as moronic as attack an HPG facility, but even if they did, we'll need to join forces to survive out here. Maybe with their help, we can stand a chance against McCarron's armored cavalry. So, difficulty 60, drop weight is 295. Like, I don't know, this smells like super fishy to me. Looks like our salvage options have dropped to 6, so that means probably 18. Oh no, it's 21? Oh, wait, I thought I could have both. Yeah, I don't know, 21 is okay, like, it's probably not enough to salvage a really heavy-duty mech, but maybe a 60 to 65-ish ton mech, depending on how badly we junk it up. Because if we junk it up really badly, I'm pretty sure its salvage shares go down. But we'll give that a shot. All of our mechs are ready. Give me a second. I'll think about what we're going to throw in there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with kind of the half measure here. I decided to take one of our assault mechs, not our best assault mech, but I've taken the Charger, and I'm bringing some of the better... I'm bringing one of the better heavy mechs. So we're bringing out the Orion, and then we're bringing in, just the Archer has been, doing decently, and then we're going to go ahead and bring back the Warhammer, and that actually hits us right on the money, 295 out of 295, so I don't know, but I am going to hold back on our best mechs just because, we do satisfy the drop weight limit, and, who knows, if one of our mechs gets really banged up, it might not be ready, and I don't want the Battle Master to be not ready for the final mission, and the Charger has been more than proving itself, so let's give this a shot. Oh, back in the old dropship for the more dramatic, all the pomp and circumstance. We get to slowly spin out. I get to mash on the buttons like a little kid. I don't hear any banging on the dropship, so probably not a hostile drop.
HPG relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. After they all went rogue. Be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarron's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers. Incoming
wow.
Style?
That HPG network sure is trash.
Fusiliers. This is Captain Damu of the 5th Syrtis Fusiliers. Who the hell are using our transponder signals.
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child. I regret you coming here. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Generic bad guy voice.
Screw you. I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know.
Okay, so this, let me double check my weapon group. So this version, this is the redesign. As you see, we got the 2 medium lasers. I decided, let's go for a little more firepower. See if we can, get through these guys a little better. Let me get on this guy over here. I want the ones that are showing their, forward their center torso on me. There we go. Ooh, gotta make sure I don't think I scratched our innocent archer. Oh my god, the reinforcements there. It's a brawl now, boys. Come on, these mechs are so annoying. They're so beefy. For 55 tons, they're just so beefy.
Another mech kill for me.
Well, we got somebody. Looks like they're chewing through his rear armor like crazy. I'm not even through his center torso, but his armor is so devastated. We're being attacked by a swarm of griffins. It's like medium mech central right now. Here's a Shadowhawk. That guy's out of here. What's this? Got ourselves a rifleman here. Concentrate fire. Get the weak enemies. Okay, you are in my way. I guess it's not your fault. You're kind of going in a straight line. Oh, that's right. I have longer range now. I'm going to shoot with everything. Now, what is this? We got a Warhammer. I think we can ignore that. Here, get this mech in our midst. I'm going on the Warhammer. I was thinking about ignoring it. Not because it isn't a threat, but because it actually just shut down without me doing anything. That's why I was kind of I think we can ignore it. Not entirely sure. I'm just going to try to, plow through this guy's armor. Trying to go all center torso here. Actually, I might go for his arm, or his torso right there. There we go. Just slashed off. Maybe Nah, let's just core him out. Once his side torso is destroyed, there we go. All of the extra damage goes center torso when the side torso is destroyed. I can't hit those guys. I can't hit any of them. Destroy those fools.
Actually means something.
Destroy that, my allies.
Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting the amazing dialogue, but
Your Duke's prize, Syrtis Fusiliers, offered up to House Liao as a blood sacrifice. Retaliation for Duke Davion's treachery, selling Federation secrets directly to Maximilian Liao.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Syrtis kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Davion was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman.
Duke Davion was a traitor to your nation who sought Davion throne for himself. He fled to Sion on his own free will. He was even willing to use you and your 5th Fusiliers to attack your own countrymen in the name of the Confederation.
What an interesting series of mental gymnastics you've laid out there. And how, might I ask, would you know all of this?
We have our ways, my child, but that is of no concern to you. Die, knowing that your sacrifice here will serve as the foundation for a better, more peaceful inner sphere.
We have our ways as well, of putting imposters like you into the ground. If you won't tell us the truth now, we'll just have to drag it out of you after we rip you out of your cockpits and make you pay for what you've done.
We have already been nothing but honest with you. In time, the rest of the inner sphere will see things as we do. It's a shame that you won't be around to witness it.
ComStar, you'd be a little more convincing if like your voice wasn't all like, yeah, we are the good guys in this. You can trust us because of our distinctly good guys sounding voices. There we go. If these guys need to go. This guy is like pounding the daylights out of some of my guys there. But we're gonna like get a wrangling on the situation here. It's all gonna be good. Come on. Oh, he turned. There we go. Oh, that wasn't quite enough. These lasers ought to finish him off. There we go. What's the next target? Everybody on the Shadowhawk. Man, we are trashing so many mechs. Thankfully, we actually have a real second lance here to not only help us shoot, but also kind of like draw some fire, like give them more things to think about shooting at. Can you imagine the situation we're in, though? Like, can you imagine just like communicating with people and being like, oh yes, like in the middle of this intense battle, like where we are probably going to die, we are going to like discuss the finer parts of politics. I can see why they were like, yeah, you might not want to have all of your best mechs destroyed or in repair. I'm gonna lose the arm, but that's fine. We don't have weapons in the arm. I'm finally starting to overheat, but I think that's perfectly fine. Because like we've been firing so much, I think if the mech is finally starting to overheat, it's like it's okay. I want to get them off me a little bit. Although the problem is that my forward and rear center torso armor has been breached. So like no matter which way I kind of spin, I'm taking a lot of damage here. They're through my leg armor. That's fine though. We're almost through all of them. I love how they're all... I mean, I guess I am the big target. I'm just going to fire. I just need to fire like everything I got to thin some of these targets out. Missiles. If I need to, I am able to just fire my LRMs and take a more supportive role. That is an option. Focus fire, boys.
On the commanded target.
Ammo's low, but that's perfectly fine. We've been scrapping with the best of them. Oh my god, I was a little worried I was going to hit the archer there, but we're okay. This mech is going down. Oh! Die! I need to, like, not be so aggressive. I'm trying to finish them all off. Center torso is taking a beating. I need to kind of pull back a little bit, bombard him with my missiles. I have a strong feeling that this is close to the end of them, though.
I'm showing no more targets on our scopes. Looks like they're all down.
What about these helicopters, Rihanna?
Pour infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
Well, gosh, that was a bit of a battle. You know, like, I mean, for the amount of metal we scrapped there, I think we did really, really good. So we got 3.2 million C-bills out of that. Oh, the Marauder is just out of our reach. That's a good-looking medium laser. Anything else that's like... Ooh, that's a really good-looking small laser. A pretty good small laser. No double heat sinks. I don't know. We'll take one of these and that. Okay, so Davion says, quickly, get the cutters. I want every single one of them dragged out of their cockpits and prepped for interrogation. House, quote-unquote, Liao says, you will never leave Sarna alive. Let's take a look at the damage report. 214,000. That is actually still not too bad by assault mech standards. It looks like a lot of our mechs, they took some damage, but like that was a pretty intense battle, so I think it's perfectly fine for the kind of damage we took. I think is proportionate to the threat of the combat. One thing that's really interesting is look how well the Orion, I mean, everyone did more damage than normal, but look, compared to last battle, I did a little bit more damage, but look how much more damage this Orion did than normal. So like that wound up really, really good. I think the Orion is like a pretty good mech. The Warhammer did a really good job of avoiding damage, and it did a lot of damage compared to the amount of damage it took. And the Archer looks like it got a little bit cooked, but like we'll have to see if we took any critical damage. That's going to be the real question. So let's go ahead and oh, that's awesome! Look at this. So, okay, we get this laser got a little banged up, but it didn't get destroyed, and we did lose the arm, but like I said, there's nothing in the arms of the Charger, so yes, it's more expensive to replace the arm, but there's nothing in the arms except for the assault lower arm, and that's even the worst of the two. Like, the assault hand does 25, the assault lower arm does 12.5, so that's going to be a 25-day repair job, which is possibly, depends on how quickly the next strike is. Obviously, even extended further due to the time. So it looks like this mech had maybe no arm, no, maybe a little bit of structure damage center torso, but just literally 1 point of damage got through. So this mech did really, really good. It actually soaked up a lot of damage and held its ground, which is exactly what you want in this kind of like a slow, heavy-duty heavy mech. That's exactly, so it did exactly its role, and the damage output was really good. So once again, I wish we had a breakdown so that we could see how much of it was AC-10, how much of it was small lasers, how much of it was LRM-10, how much of it was SRM-4. It's going to take 22 days. Over here, we've got more extensive damage on the right torso. The LRM-15 and the SRM-2 both were damaged, but they weren't destroyed, meaning we get to keep them. And looks like we had a little bit of structure damage on the left torso, but that seems like it was it. So otherwise, this was not the ideal battle for the Archer. Like, the Archer was kind of like, it's a battle where we kind of got a little bit surrounded. The Archer wants to hang back a little bit. But once again, like, I did dress this Archer to be able to stand in the front line if it were necessary, and that's also why it's got like the double SRM-2s and the small lasers, which is, you know, like, it's not gonna like devastate a mech, but it is enough to kind of like swat those light mechs down. Like, it's enough to destroy light mechs, and it'll contribute against some of the smaller medium mechs, but it's like it's not helpless up close. Well, actually, that's 4 small lasers. Now, 4 small lasers and 2 SRM-2s, that actually is enough to bring down like a medium mech in a relatively timely manner. So, and also, like, basically, like, let me check. Leg damage was like, you know, light to moderate, which means like the ammo wasn't jeopardized. You know, we could have had an ammo explosion here, which would have been unfortunate, but there's really nowhere else to put the ammo. So this is going to be an 18-day repair job. And then over here we've got the Warhammer, and I don't think the Warhammer had any armor breaches. Both of the arms got a little worked up. That is kind of like a theme for the war. The Warhammer, the arms tend to get a little bit banged up, which, I mean, the downside is that its main weapon systems are in the arm, though the upside of the arms is that they're more accurate. So it just depends. It would lose a tremendous amount of firepower if the arms were destroyed. Like, the 2 small lasers and the 2 flamers would still contribute. Like, it would put the mech in kind of like a supportive role of trying to like shut mechs down, but the AI would not be smart enough to like use the mech in that manner. And this is going to be a 5-day repair job. So overall, oh wow, I guess it got multiplied later on. Like, I don't remember it saying 50 days, but that means that this mech probably won't be ready for the next battle, but I think that's going to be okay, because if the next battle is 300 tons, we have enough assault mechs between the Battlemaster, the Zeus, don't we have a third assault mech? Oh, no, we got 2. The Zeus and the Battlemaster, I think, are enough already. And then we also still have the Black Knight at the ready, as well as the Cataphract, which I think would be a really strong team anyways. Let's take a look at the timeline, though. So, oh, look at that. The next one is going to be in 40 days. So everyone is going to be ready except the Charger, meaning I could deploy both of the big heavy mechs and both of our remaining assault mechs. So that is definitely an option right there. Anyways, man, that was a bit of a fight right there. You know, I was starting to get into it. That's why I try not to talk over the dialogue, but like once I start getting into the fight, it's a little bit hard to kind of maintain that discipline. But like I think we did really good. Like I said, that was actually a pretty enjoyable fight. Fortunately, there are subtitles, so you can read the dialogue. Yeah, I think it is a little bit, you know, cliche bad guy dialogue. You know, like, oh, if only you knew the truth, that we are actually the good guys and you are fools. Like, it just has, like, you know, they couldn't have chosen a more generic bad guy sounding voice. So, like, you know, thumbs down on the quality of the voice acting right there. Maybe not necessarily the voice actors, but, like, the role that Piranha Games was trying to give them. You know, you could have been a little more subtle, a little more nuanced about it. I also don't know if they're telling the truth or not. I mean, they absolutely could. ComStar, they know a lot of things, considering that they are the communication giant in the BattleTech universe. And yeah, if anyone's going to destroy an HPG and get away with it, I guess it's going to be ComStar. But who knows? I guess maybe we'll find out. Maybe not. Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode, which I'm going to record pretty much immediately after this episode. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like the video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future, I was about to say State of Decay, MechWarrior 5, Legend of the Kestrel Lancers content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.